when Nia Jax is my cover photo, nothing against Nia Jax, it was a rough week for me to try to figure out
Hey,
how I could come together with a show. But I still think that her sitting on Bailey is actually very good picture. It's a
I
nice
would like
this
to
is
picture.
get
giving me, this is
Eric. I
giving
want
me
to give you.
flashbacks to when Yokozuna killed Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Eric, I want to give you a strike right off the jump.
Why?
How dare you block that referee? He did nothing to you. He did nothing.
He don't need to be there.
He has
Yeah, why
no
is that
reason to
referee
get
blocked
that.
out?
Because it was no other place I could really put the logo. I
Put
just
it
feel
right
like,
there between the
Put it
ropes.
right there
Right there
above him.
between the ropes. Right
Nah.
above him.
I
And
just-
the
I-
disrespect.
well, look.
Marcus,
I
I
just
just want to point
disrespect
out he also did
Montez?
the same to Dawkins.
The ref got in this one. This was also considered because Jacob did his thing. Jacob
Yeah,
was
see,
out there.
You could have got this referee. Look, I don't like his stank look on his face. I don't appreciate
I
that.
don't know why-
If
I
I'm
don't know
knocked
why
out,
Solo
you don't
looking
need
at
to
that
be looking
body.
at me like that.
Man, Solo looks like he's
Solo
about to eat
looking at that body
Yes.
like he's about to get some.
He
Yeah,
about to
someone
eat
look
that.
rapey. He look rapey. That's
Eat
man.
that ass.
You know what? He looked like Zorro took his mask off and was about to get rapey.
It's like I've always liked dark meat. Shit. Welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I am Eric. No, we're not there yet. We are not there yet. How dare you?
Well, I hate that man. Whoever did that, Manny, you spoiled the surprise of I wanted picture A, Exhibit A on the left and Exhibit B on the right, so we can send Eric to court on this.
Wow. So since Manny ruined the surprise, needless to say, for the last couple of weeks, I've seen Twisters. I've saw it twice. I saw it once by myself, and I saw it
Or
once
as I like
with
to call it,
Shantae.
twisties.
And I enjoyed this movie a whole lot. However, when I saw Anthony Ramos, and I've been seeing Anthony Ramos in a lot of stuff lately, and I always be like, he reminded me of somebody. However, because of the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about how bland and how boring Zoe Stark has been. I said, oh my God, that's where it was. So the
Yeah,
whole
in the middle of a movie theater.
The whole yes, I yelled that, oh my God.
People watching. Oh my God.
The whole time I watched this movie, I was like, damn, Anthony Ramos and Zoe Stark could be related because they have almost the same facial structure. She just looks a little bit older than he does, but still, I was not disappointed.
Fucking asshole.
What?
I bet they're the same age. Same age.
No. I believe she's much younger. Joey was in her 20s last time we looked.
Okay.
She was in her early 20s. Anthony Ramos is a 30-something-year-old man.
Zoe Stark is 30 years old.
Okay. Anthony Ramos got to be 35 or 36. Maybe 36. Hamilton came out like 20 years ago.
Marcus, Anthony Ramos is 32 years old. So, Marcus, it ain't that big of a difference,
It's
Marcus.
not.
I mean, it just seems like Zoe Stark.
I don't ever like quoting the Boo Boo Baron, but she does look weathered.
Yes, that looks like Ryan's Wisconsin women right there.
Eric, I believe that's the. Can you show me Exhibit B just for fun? I would love to see the Anthony Ramos in the other outfit.
Oh, you
that
want the
had.
other one?
Yes,
I have to-
absolutely.
I have to dig that one out because he looked like he was wearing
Why would you get rid of that one? That was the perfect image.
Because Marcus, you just me. That's just me, Marcus. But I
Y'all-
will put it back
You
because
people ain't shit, and I want you guys to say that. Zoe Stark is a
False.
good person.
let's just put it this way.
Sorry, next I'll say she looked like Bubba Sparks.
I'm gonna say this right out. This shirt
Gonna
that
get
Anthony Ramos is
ugly.
wearing, I'm almost 100% sure it would look better if Zoe Stark was wearing that shirt than he was.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
This dude
Oh,
looked
no,
like he
no,
playing a gay
no.
iced tea.
He looked like he stole Zoe Stark's clothes.
I know, like he's been in her closet. We got a pretty white. We got a was it pretty white female, single white female situation here. Maybe it's a Mariah May situation.
I don't even think you can call that a chain at that point. That's such a little chain. That's a necklace.
Although I will say this, if Anthony Ramos came to the ring on Monday Night Raw and started cutting promos, and he did a better job than Zoe Stark, I'm like, he need to do this every week.
So as you guys can tell, because we are sitting here talking about Anthony
That
Ramos,
we are
and Zoe Stark,
bastards,
we
indeed.
have absolutely nothing to talk. SmackDown gave us nothing. We can wrap up SmackDown in less than 10 minutes. So we need to talk about other things. And yes, Zoe Stark and Anthony Ramos was not the number one option, but somebody decided, who was extremely tan, decided to blow the surprise. He couldn't hold it in. Just couldn't. Right, Manny?
Whatever. This opening 5 minutes has been more entertaining than us talking about SmackDown. And I don't care, audio listeners and YouTube viewers. It's true. It's damn true.
This reminds me of that time when everybody was comparing that dude from the show Daredevil. I forget what his name was already. To Bailey. It's ridiculous.
I don't know you, El Luchador. You got hipster shirts like that? What you doing? You going to like a bohemian rap festival or something like that? Let your chest hair show? Because literally, if I wear a shirt like that, it's gonna look like a man with. I'm gonna look like J-Lo with my boobs going out to the side. I can't wear that.
You would not look anything like J-Lo, Eric. You would look more like Jello. You would look more like Jello.
Hey,
I was gonna say Lizzo, but you went with Jello.
Maybe he's a combination of Lizzo and Jello.
So with that out the way, let's get into some wrestling news. Manny, this took place this week.
Yeah, can I let me just leave that up.
Okay.
That's so cute.
Okay.
That's so cute.
Leave that up. Okay, I'm back.
I can take it down?
Yeah, you can take it down.
Okay.
Why the hell did they come all the way? Did they be like, oh, we forgot the belt and just produce this?
Yeah, no.
Why did they just produce this?
They gave him one of the.
They could have brought something like this, but no, they brought this.
Yeah, and that is considered the mini belt that they sell for, I think, like $100-something that I considered buying before I realized it was $100-something. I am shocked the Lord owns such a belt. Manny, what do you use that for? What do you use that for?
I got this when I went to WWE Live. It's signed by Jey Uso, the now gone Ricochet, and Piper Niven.
Oh, well, that's autograph. I didn't realize that was autographed. That makes it different. You got it autographed by everybody that would never hold that belt ever. The real one. Yeah, Ricochet can fit that little one.
You can't swing this belt like you're Roman. You can't swing this like you're Roman.
You can, but you know what? If you walk in the bedroom swinging your belt like that, Manny, if you walk in the bedroom swinging your belt like that, I think the person you're in there with will leave. You're like, oh, I'm not with a real champion. Who am I with? Marco Stunt?
This little belt right here, and I'll go back to the picture. It is nothing but a port key. That is a port key that is gonna put WrestleMania into London. That is exactly what that is. Manny, you're getting WrestleMania. I don't know if you're gonna get 44 or 45, but you're gonna get WrestleMania.
I don't know, but if it comes true, we may have to stop calling John Cena a liar. But until that day, I will call him a liar, even though I'm still wearing jorts.
No, I don't believe they got WrestleMania, Eric, because I want to stay for the record, and I want this out there. They will never get WrestleMania, but I believe they may have got next year's SummerSlam. Because their slot is still open. Because we know it. No. So that's in 2 years.
2 years when it's all.
That's because they're in 2026. Yeah, they get the 2 nights in 2026. 2025 is still open.
I don't think of summer when I think of London, but I mean, I guess
they did it last time in Wembley. You know, with the Bulldog.
Some of all your assholes come over here as tourists during the summer, so don't even start like
I
summer.
mean, with your tan, maybe it means something.
Golden.
Something else happened in professional wrestling this week.
But before we go into that photo, Manny, why are you gold? I mean, like this question. We brought it up in the pre-show. You got, there's no story. There's nothing. You wasn't hanging around Braun Breaker or something.
Got that saying, he got that Zoe Stark tan right there.
You got that Anthony Ramos Zoe Stark going on.
I needed to be more ambiguous as we get closer to
my Anthony Ramos on right
there. Chest hair.
I'm a man.
I'm a real man.
But so you just were just walking out in the sun? Is that all it was? It's no story?
No, I was chilling, actually reading One Piece in the sun today.
Manny was in the sun reading the book. Damn, that's not. If I had that on my bingo card, I would have tore the bingo card up, Marcus. I never thought I was gonna win that one.
Holy shit! This man was outside reading. This man is happy.
He was in nature right there.
That's a comfortable lifestyle.
Please,
if I went outside reading, Manny,
you know what? Fuck you both. I'm cultured. Fuck you both.
Manny, if I was outside,
go outside.
Did you have
Manny, the last time I was outside reading, I was reading my Miranda rights.
No, you were reading.
Okay.
You were read your Miranda, right? You weren't reading your Miranda.
That's not the way I remember it, okay?
Manny,
But also,
Manny.
I was drunk.
But Manny, this is still the person when he considers reading a book when he reads a summary of the description in the bookstore. That's what he says. Yep, I read the book. I know what the gist is.
I get the gist of it. I got the gist of it. I don't like it.
Eric, he was like this when he was being read.
Nah, man.
How many props? Man, what'd you get? You have a prop for every sentence today? What is this shit?
The fact that I know this is a tragic occurrence for Marcus, but I wish I could have been there to see the car glowing green and then the man getting down to stop.
You know what, Eric? I also wish I could see that footage, to be honest.
It's like one of
ridiculous.
those things where, you know, like sometimes at my job I see footage, I'll be like, man, I knew if I only knew somebody who had the footage of Marcus before they deleted it, I would have enjoyed it. The body cam footage would be hilarious.
It's got to be up there with something that's been on Reno 911, not cops. Well, look at Jon Stewart here.
So, Manny, the little guy in the middle holding the belt, is he important? Who is he?
Mayor of London.
Oh, he's the mayor.
He's the mayor. I know that because he knocked on Manny's door last year and was like, "Hey, I'm the mayor of London," and Manny gave him his vote.
I mean,
No, he actually voted. He knocked on my door this year.
Oh, was that
And
this
my
year?
dad answered the door, and my dad told him all his ailments and everything. And I've never seen that man look. I've never seen a man look like, "Help me, I need to get out of here."
The thing about it,
The
if you-
mayor.
if you guys-
He's like, "I'm the mayor."
I feel like if you guys were getting WrestleMania, they would have been meeting with the prime minister, not the mayor. The mayor is just low level. I need some higher. Well,
I don't know. Prime Minister is a bit divisive over there, right? I think at the moment, but they've been for a minute. So you go to the mayor.
speaking of
I
being
also know the prime minister. Just saying.
name dropping, so this happened this week.
Oh, that's cute. He met a fan.
I mean,
That's real cute.
it
Drew
looked,
McIntyre's son has showed up to the event.
like the fact that he kind of looked like Drew McIntyre's son with the beard. It's hilarious.
I don't see what the controversy is. It's Adam Cole being Jungle Boy hanging out. What are you talking about? Adam
Marcus,
Cole,
no.
Jungle Boy.
Marcus,
Big Adam
Mark-
Cole.
Those
right,
filters,
Marcus.
those filters are wonders now.
Marcus, that is Adam Cole's reflection meeting Jungle Boy right now. Damn, has anybody even gotten an update on Adam Cole? Is he just done? Is it over?
No, but we got a Keith Lee update, and I was like, "Wait, why are we not getting an Adam Cole update?"
What's it? Wait, AEW gave a Keith Lee update?
The
No, it was
media,
more like his contract coming up.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure his contract is coming up. I'm almost 1% sure he's someplace trying to get into shape because that's probably why Michin had got a hell of a run, just showing up everywhere. Just
that's the one
You
paycheck
got to pay
household.
bills, Eric. You got to pay bills.
Hey, would you sign him?
if he's in
No.
shape, I mean,
His shape. What about his health? There's more to
He'd
it.
have to pass a really intensive physical for me
Like-
to clear him.
being in shape, being healthy, that's all one of the things. I mean, I think that he would be a very nice addition back to the NXT roster, like a blast from the
Ooh,
past.
whoa, damn,
No,
he's too
no,
old
no,
to
no,
go
no.
back
Yeah,
there.
no,
He's
no.
too old to go back to
Yeah, you never
NXT.
Marcus. let
He's
me
too
point out to you.
old to go
Marcus,
back to NXT.
NXT
And don't you say Zoe Stark
No,
go back there, because I know
NXT
that's your next match.
No, I'm not. I'm actually gonna make a valid point.
Next victim.
NXT is going to a network. They have a network deal on CW. There is something that you need to have established stars on that show to help the ratings go. And he like,
Keith Lee ain't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe him as an established star.
yeah, but just imagine Keith Lee versus Oba. That would be a really good match. Two big men just meet on meat, especially if Keith
Nah.
Lee is in shape.
No,
No, I
I
think
only
Keith
want
Lee
Keith
is
Lee
up.
if Dijak is coming back.
No, we can't have that snitch known as Dijak dropping E's to everybody else. But I mean, I just hope that Keith Lee is in good health. I mean, everyone thought that
I don't think
Natty
he
was
is.
going to WWE, and she didn't do that. So I mean, you never know. You just
Yeah,
never know.
So since we're talking about ex-WWE guys and signing contracts of, I did not have this on my bingo card whatsoever. In fact, if I were a gambling man, I know I would have lost a lot of money where I had Buddy Matthews going to WWE to make sure his woman is secured. But I also heard that he got a really lucrative contract that he couldn't pass up. So I don't know what Tony's paying him. And then I enjoy that the contract signing happened on the same week that his girlfriend licked another man on TV.
Yeah, but my whole thing about this, and I just
he
asked myself
ain't got
this
no
question.
hoe.
I asked myself this question. I got nothing against Buddy Matthews. I think he's a very good in-ring performer. But he's probably not worth the money Tony gave, right, Betty? He can't be worth that money.
Of course he ain't. That
Like,
whole faction I wouldn't even pay that money to.
Like, I don't even know the last time I've seen the House of Black. I remember the last time I saw it because I was a big fan. See, it's Alistair, it's Buddy, and then it's
You don't even call. You know what? I know how bad it is for that.
no, he's Malachi, right?
He's Malachi Black, but yet you haven't seen him enough in AEW to begin associated with him being Malachi.
What's the big dude that I liked?
Brody.
Brody
Lee.
Lee. Oh, Brody Lee. So the thing
Brody
about
King.
Brody King.
Brody
Last
King.
time I saw Brody King,
Why
he
you
was
have
not
that
in. He was not in the prime shape that he was when he initially signed with
He's
AEW.
never been
He
in
was-
prime shape. What are you talking about?
No, he was.
Yeah, that man's always been in that
Yeah,
shit.
but he wasn't as flabby as he was this time. I was like, this is a. Yeah, I don't even know if they work. I'm
Fat
assuming they're-
shaming Brody King.
they are on Collide. They're colliders, right?
I believe so.
I
But,
haven't seen that House of Black. I haven't seen FTR. I'm assuming it's all because it takes place on Saturday, correct?
Yeah, Saturday night for fighting. But the Maximum Male Models fight FTR tonight
On Ring of Honor?
on Collision, man.
Oh.
I thought they were signed to Ring of Honor.
I thought they were signing Ring of Honor.
It doesn't matter. It's the same show. It's the same show.
Yes, it does matter. I need.
Will Eunice lost to Lee Moriarty last night, and Mark Briscoe retains his title. They're the same show. It doesn't matter.
It does because I don't get like the thing that I dislike. I don't think I ever get any information on Dynamite what took place on Collision.
No.
I'm just like, it's like a whole nother world over there, and I really would like if I would know. Like, make me want to watch Collision.
You do if it involves Will Ospreay. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you ain't getting an update.
Yeah.
And then,
Damn, I ain't never seen a favorite kid syndrome more than Tony and Will Ospreay. And all his bastards on Collision. Collision and Rampage to me is nothing but AEW Dark and AEW Darker or whatever the other show was.
I mean, as I get through all my news stuff, because we got a little bit more, I will need to speak on AEW. So this list came out from someplace, and I thought this.
Oh, before you go to that list, what do you make of? So I think in that, I think when Tony Khan was actually speaking at whatever he was doing this week, the question came up: would Ring of Honor just go under the AEW umbrella and just call it AEW Ring of Honor? Would that change anything? Could you replace Rampage with a Ring of Honor on Fridays? And you think more people would actually pay attention to it?
I probably would. I mean, because it's a different show. I mean, there's some interesting people in there. And yes, I've always been hard on Athena, but I've heard that she's really stepped up her game and became a better performer and whatnot. So,
her and Billy Starks are doing things in that women's division.
Yeah, so I'm
the only
like,
thing that's happening on that, from what I'm hearing.
Because I'll let you know, like, to me, AEW, like, especially Dynamite, it just don't hit. Like, the whole Mercedes Moné with Camille thing, that shit felt awkward.
But so you're telling me for the last month, you have not liked Dynamite?
It's been okay, but
Damn.
I'm not connected with the characters. Like, I'm trying to.
Hate.
No, I'm trying to.
I would give it, of the last 4 weeks, I would say 3 of the 4 shows have hit it out of the park for me. I just feel like last Wednesday was a bit there, but all the other shows, the last 4 weeks, I felt like they were really good.
But,
I feel
but
like
we all
it
know.
always felt like they're on the come up.
But we all know
found their
what type
way
of
again.
we know what type of fan I am. Like, I will acknowledge they have very good in-ring action. It was some of the best matches I've seen. Like, they're very good matches. But
my brother, I believe even their storylines are doing well. I believe that, it's a little bit. Their storylines are doing well the last 4 weeks. I am seconding Manny's response here.
maybe I just don't like Mercedes. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, but
You can't put her on 5 minutes.
No, I know, but that was like.
Like, if I were judging every show, whenever time Chris Jericho came out there, they all get Fs.
Well, he
but
showed
I've
up.
ignored that
He
and
didn't show up.
selectively
Yeah,
blacked
we've
out.
ignored that the fact that Jericho has come out for an entire month.
I mean, like, cause like for me, I know everything was the bad blood match. That's what the whole show was built on. But as you know, I'm not the
Blood and
biggest fan.
guts.
Of,
Blood and guts.
whatever. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of like the hardcore like blood and guts type matches. It's not my thing.
Yeah, but even that wasn't. There's just there's been good show. There's been good television.
It's been
Good
solid.
television.
It's been solid, but I just didn't like Mercedes though. I mean, it's been better than SmackDown. I'll give him that. It's been better than SmackDown.
You sound like Donald Trump talking about he don't like no Camilla Harris.
No, don't never put my name and that man's name in my mouth. Wait, that don't sound right. Anyway,
I'm sure that man will put his name in your mouth.
Donald Trump up about AEW all the time on this show. What are you talking about?
Anyway,
You're very close to going like this.
this list came out. The top 10 best
It's
factions
wrong.
of all
It's
time.
wrong. It's wrong.
I don't think DX.
It's wrong.
It shouldn't even be in the top 5.
No, they
The
made a lot of
Undisputed
money.
Era should not be on this list.
They just had to put other stuff on there.
Look, can I add this? I would like for the record, on the NWO should always be ahead of DX because NWO changed all the wrestling. Number 3, Evolution. Get out of here. They're not even in the top 20. They were fine. It was Triple H and some bums at the time.
When you go
Shield should be top 3.
like
Shield,
I would go NWO, Four Horsemen, and probably the Shield.
Where's my main event Mafia, damn it? And you know what?
The
I would
Bloodline
put
probably
Bullet Club
5.
top 3. I would put Bullet Club top 3 for the success of all the members who's been in there. Everybody's actually had a career. From AJ, Omega, the Bucks, even Tama Tonga and Tama Lore having a life right now.
Yeah, but Marcus,
the Bullet Club has had.
Can you really?
But this is all time. This is all time. This is an all time list, not what's going on right now.
You put it all time. I can't have Gabriel Kidd up on this list.
No, Game Kid's fine. I can't have Philly on this list.
I can tell you right now, the only thing on the list I can agree with, I think the New Day at number 9 is a very good spot for them. I think it's a very good spot. New Day,
Heart Foundation
right there.
don't make my list. I'm sorry, but the Heart Foundation don't make my list.
No, Heart Foundation don't make my list either.
Hold on. And I don't appreciate any list that don't feature the Nation of Domination. Again, another very successful faction with the Godfather, maybe one of the most over wrestlers of all time. The Rock, the greatest, biggest superstar in the history of this business. Ron Simmons, who is the first black champion and a two-sport athlete, a two-sport Hall of Famer, and the greatest European champion of all time, D'Lo Brown, and Olympic gold medalist, or Olympian Mark Henry. I'm just saying, the Nation of Domination should be in there.
I'll probably go main event Mafia.
How dare you
Over
leave
the
Owen
Hart
Hart
Foundation.
out? How dare you leave out Owen Hart?
And Owen Hart. And Owen Hart. You know what? A treasure of riches. I will put them over the Hart Foundation in that thing. And maybe even over the
I'll let you talk you out your
other
goddamn
people.
mind with Los Pericos. Get out of here.
The Mexicans get in before the Los Pericos. I don't give a fuck.
I don't even
Then
know
you got
what
to put 8 Ball and James and whatever
I
they
don't
were
know what
called.
Angel and Berto thought this week. They thought they was gonna win. Last thing we talk about, Cody, or I'm sorry, Corey. You know, Seth is talking again. He says Roman Reigns has got all the tools to be a Hulk Hogan, a John Cena, but he ain't no Shawn Michaels, he ain't no Eddie Guerrero, he ain't no Bret Hart. That's me, Seth Rollins. There's a lot of people who saw that comment.
Mean?
Well,
I know exactly what he means
in other
by
words, he pretty much saying that Roman Reigns can't wrestle. That's what it comes down to. That's all it is. And the thing about it, someone made a comment and it was like, yeah, but those names that you mentioned also almost put WWE out of business because they didn't draw a damn dime. So the question I have for you, would you rather be the greatest wrestler of all time or in Roman Reigns' category, a polarizing figure that will be remembered for a long time? Because, I mean, we are feeling the pain of Roman not being here. I'll go to Tan Manny first.
we didn't even do introductions.
I would rather be a better character like
Tanny
Roman
Manny.
because you are remembered for every. I remember nearly all the bullshit he's pulled in that 4-year run, all of it, and I don't remember half the shit Bret Hart did, half the shit Hogan did. I don't remember any of it. You could have 5-star matches for all I know, and I can't remember that. I can't remember any of it. So I would rather be Roman Reigns.
I remember Roman talking shit in the empty arena. Like, why you do this to me? And that's what I knew Roman was the star. Marcus, what about you?
Well, I believe Manny has to add to the million list of his names in his introduction. He is Tanny Manny now for that.
Tanny Manny.
For right now. Lord Tanny Manny, I'm sorry not to disrespect you, or do you want to be Sir Tanny Manny? I think Sir Tanny Manny rolls off the tongue better. Sir Tanny Manny over there. Anyway, but I'm also going to agree with apparently my twin brother, Manny, who who went with, I believe that there are wrestlers who you can have your Bret Harts. Sean is a different entity because Sean is what you call him.
No, we have
a
to
monster.
So I hate to tell you, Shawn Michaels kind of like Kobe Bryant, where you have 8 and 24. You have coked up Sean, and you have non-coked up Sean. And I think that's what he has 2 different careers at that point. And I'll tell you this right now, I'm taking coked up Sean anytime, any day. He was something else.
Coked up Sean for the stories. For the stories.
Yeah.
For the stories in the back. But the way you measure wrestlers is to measure who had who made the most money and who told the best stories at the time and who had your youth. And I'm going to say this, a million times over. Roman Reigns, your Hulk Hogan's, your Steve Austins, your Dwayne The Rock Johnsons, and your Undertakers. They may not go out there and give you 5-star matches every time, but they burn shit in your brain. They burn it. Like you are stuck with the story. I'm never going to forget Roman guillotining an Uso to get the other Uso to say, I quit. Yep. I'm not going to forget him yelling at the camera. I'm not going to forget all Hulk Hogan's bullshit. And that goes along with his racism now. Like, it's equally. It's all that stuff that carries with you. And a match, I can say that was a great match. I remember I can go back to it and enjoy it. But it's not burned in my memory. Verbatim.
That time he was talking to the camera when he was so angry at Logan Paul. No man can knock me. I play that every time I have to go into the office because I hate going into the office.
It is a meme.
But I think the thing about it, when he was dangling his belt, when that was a new thing, we started dangling the belt. Like he's a transcendent figure.
We started dangling belts. The only person that dangled belts on this channel is me.
Whatever, because we don't own belts.
Yeah, man, you do it on camera. You do it on camera. Eric is out in public. Eric don't get his filmed. Because that would be a lawsuit.
I think the thing about it, when you really think about characters and stuff like that, I think a good example of a character that never really delivered in their matches, but we always got invested, except for Manny, to his credit. He checked out of Bray Wyatt a long time ago. But Bray Wyatt would get you wrapped up into a storyline, and you'd be like, this match ain't going to pay off. But at the end of the day, you'll still be like, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to go here. But you were still happy to see him on camera. And I think that Roman has found the greatest balance where he can have that character work and then go off and have a really, really good match to back it up. Yes, Manny.
Before you besmirch my name with your Bray Wyatt opinion, where the difference between those two situations are, Roman can have a mid match, but because of the story and what he does going along with the match, at least you're in it. Yeah. Bray Wyatt will put up a stinker, and then it will make you forget about everything that went on prior to that to bring you to that match.
Right, and bring you right back.
Yeah, and that's
bring you right back.
Back to reality. It was like Bray Wyatt couldn't really do the thing when he needed to. That's why I always checked out when it comes to this stuff, because it never.
Bray Wyatt's a great salesman. He's a great salesman, man. He's a great salesman. That man go out there and selling you all type of beat up used car. You know you shouldn't be going back to him, but that man does sold you on something. He had game.
You need this sheet of metal that you can put inside your microwave to make your pizza crispy because it
Billy
burns your whole fucking house.
Yes, Billy Mays, motherfucking Billy Mays out there. He's so good. He dead and he's still selling you shit.
Since we're talking about wrestling matches, a story came out this morning. It says Tony Khan named his 5 matches for new fans of AEW to watch. This is a very thing. He said there's 3 great matches to watch in the company. I think the must-watch matches. There are so many great ones. He's kind of got his Donald Trump stuff going on.
Jesus. He said that sounds like him.
He said his first match he would go with was Bryan Danielson and MJF, the Iron Man match at Revolution.
That's a good pick.
Okay, he said that would be at the very, very top.
I would go
also-
Omega and Bryan Danielson at
No, he didn't go that road,
I
Marcus.
know at Arthur Ashe. I'm just saying I feel like that's the better match, but I do like the Iron Man match a lot.
Then he says, Marcus, Revolution 2020, Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. I don't remember that match at all.
What do you mean? It was considered the greatest tag match of all time.
Yeah,
we
that
were
was
there.
a good match. That was a good match.
Did he?
I think we were there.
Did he goes back to his DT mode? He goes like, there are so many great Brady Blaws, lights out matches, but I really think Dr. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa is certainly a fantastic one from St. Patrick's Day Slam.
Not a bad pick.
Then he
Covered
says,
on ETE.
he says it's hard for it to just pick three. I think Sting's retirement match will probably be my greatest moment, greatest show that I think we've had here personally. So that would have to be near the top.
That's a personal thing. Handled
And
well.
so many other great ones. MJF and Will Ospreay maybe just had the best television match I ever seen last week, and it's less than a week ago. So I mean,
So he's not even going to put Will Ospreay versus Kenny.
No. I mean,
no dog collar matches and stuff, but I respect it.
the thing about his list though that kind of scares me though is that of all the matches that he named, he only named one current match that happened this year. Like these are old matches that happened.
Yeah,
a while
but
ago.
come
there's
on.
something you would, if you're gonna go and watch this, you're not gonna go, oh, you know what? Go watch that Sheeta Britt Baker match on Dynamite. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna go back to the archives and bring out really good matches.
Yeah. And let me say this. If you were to bring up your favorite quote-unquote WWE matches or something, you would not put
it. That's usually how it works.
Jesus. No one does that. No, Manny wouldn't do that. Manny would probably go way back to something in 1994. Why you got your hand up? You were talking already.
I have a question.
You were already talking.
Because Manny brought up the Sheeta match, and I'm just like, every time Sheeta come back, she got a new gimmick and a new outfit. What's going on with Sheeta?
Leave Sheeta alone. I love me some Sheeta.
Manny,
Sheeta.
you look like an intoxicated man right there that was smitten. I will leave Sheeta alone and move on to something.
I am alcohol free for 13 days, sucker.
Is that all it's been?
Weekend.
Oh man, Manny's gonna get a chip, Eric. We're gonna have to give Manny 1 month sober chip, and I'll be disgusted by it.
Marcus,
walk
we're
around.
disgusted about what SmackDown started off with. I mean,
We're gonna jump this. We're gonna actually talk about this show.
We're gonna talk about it.
I
Mark.
was curious to see, Manny, what would, because Eric, your favorite AEW match is probably something that's never happened ever. But I was gonna say, what was your favorite AEW match of all time?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite match, but my favorite feud is Serena Deeb versus Sheeta. It was the best, most pettiest feud ever. Best thing going. I was so excited. I don't get excited for women's matches on AEW. I don't. But when that thing happened because she killed Sheeta with a plaque. She killed Sheeta with a plaque. I was like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for every time. They could do this match 50 times a year. I don't care.
I can tell you my favorite feud. I know my favorite feud. I can't tell you.
Is this favorite feud or match or whatever? You know,
well, my favorite feud was Hangman and Swerve. That was like, they just went to levels of insanity that you were not supposed.
It's still going on.
You still good.
He went to the man's house and looked in the crib, and I was like, and the fact that neither one of them really, I mean, True Swerve is the champion, but he's just like the champion in thought, like at the point. But like, they should both. They should both
felt
be
like
better.
a champion this week. He felt like a champion this week.
No, he felt like a champion in that feud right there. Then he did a little stuff where he still was like the most over guy. Then he didn't win it, and then he won it, and then it's kind of been like Ospreay time, baby. But
let me ask
how
you a question.
dare I'm disappointed in all of you guys for not picking Dax and CM Punk. It's the greatest AEW match of all time. I'm telling you, don't let those guys get together ever. They're trouble. They trouble.
Let me ask you this question. As two black men in America, we look at Swerve. Swerve as a black champion. Let's forget about him just as that. But like, ever since Will Ospreay did that thing, and then he announced that he did that thing of like, I'm gonna have this match with Swerve before All In, so people would stop me thinking he's gonna lose the title at All In to me and that stuff. Has his title reign felt a little bit diminished? Because I feel like it's a definite strike for me in terms of like you've just belittled the champion. You've just gone, I was supposed to win it. I needed to change opinion.
Manny, I at this current moment believe the AEW Championship is a mid-card title at this current moment, and I believe it falls short of the new AEW Championship, the All-American title, I guess, that is currently held by MJF, or the Atlanta title. A title that has saw 3 name changes in the past 2 years of its existence.
Oh yeah, the Mid-Atlantic Championship.
It was the Mid-Atlantic, then it became
No, it was the
International.
Atlantic, but we just kept calling it the Mid.
Yeah, it was very mid, though.
I think it was pretty obvious that like Swerve was the transitional champ, and then the fact that it took not Tony to realize that maybe we shouldn't drop the title. It took Ospreay to say, yeah, we need to give him a little bit more credibility. That tells me there's a problem. Like, I can't take the man seriously, unfortunately. And I think, is he going to fight? Is he fighting Hangman? Is that who he's fighting?
No, he's fighting Bryan Danielson.
Oh.
If Bryan Danielson decides to show up, where we didn't get to that. The hell,
Would
Tony?
opinion
Talk about
change?
that.
Would opinion change if Will Ospreay never came out and said that? Like if he just had the match and then lost to Swerve,
It would have been better.
would it? Yeah, he shouldn't have said anything, right?
Yeah,
That should have just stayed behind closed doors.
It would have gave more credibility to Swerve that people believe in him. But the fact that it came out that Ospreay had to make that decision, it made
But
it
he
even
said
worse.
it. He came out and said it. I feel like there needs to be a cut off of like there needs to be a media team and said you do not say this
But
kind of thing.
but
Yeah,
don't
because
you
you
also
kind of
understand,
buried the guy from
But don't
winning.
you
Like, oh, I
understand
allowed you to be champion.
at the end of the day, when it comes to how Tony runs his company, they don't believe in kayfabe at all. Like everything is out and open. And I think they do need to have a little bit more stuff behind closed doors that regular people can't find out, that you don't even offer up to people. I don't
But
think
that's
you
for
should.
both.
Yeah, but I mean,
I hate WWE's media calls as well. Fuck that.
But I don't feel like
the
you
media
get
scrub.
that much out of them because I feel they're more media trained in WWE. You don't get
Yeah.
much out of that in
Well, you got
comparison
the
to
Rock
when you
on
get an
TV
AEW.
talking about, and then I created the Bloodline
Yeah,
or
that's
some
the
shit.
Rock- that's the
and
Rock,
on his
though.
documentaries. I don't
The
want
Rock
that
being
either.
Rock.
I don't want that either.
but Marcus, for the most part, on the media call though, they're just really talking about the numbers. We want to thank.
No,
the
I'm not talking
fans
about the media. I'm talking about the media scrub. And
Yeah, the scrub, but they're just- they're
the
talking about the
wrestlers come
numbers.
out there and they talk about, oh, it was great. I really enjoyed working with so and so. I hate all that shit.
I'm sorry.
The
Marcus,
only
that
time
you're
the media
over.
scrubs have ever been good is when Phil was eating fucking cupcakes and drinking fizzy water and talking mad shit about everybody.
Manny.
It's the only good one ever. And
So I
maybe the
know
time Cody and Jay was drunk.
So Manny, I know you and Marcus have created good Lexus King and bad Lexus King, but for you, Manny, I want to create good Nick Aldis, bad Nick Aldis. Let me ask you this question, Manny: was Nick Aldis good this week when he saw that Tonga Loa had the injury? It was like, y'all ain't in this match no more. Because
First of all, before you even get there, Eric, can we just talk about the eye patch?
first thing that went to my mind, I was like, wow, Rocky Romero's on the roster. And then I was like, wait, that's Tonga Loa. That was my bad.
I was like, what happened to him?
I don't know. But WWE knows that he can't wrestle, and so they find different ways to write him off. But this man looked like a badass with his eye patch, but damn it, I don't need him wrestling. Marcus, why are you Jacob Fatu?
Because whenever the bloodlines talked about, Eric, I'm only going to do this. Oh, and I would like to add this. As Nick Aldis never got an upgrade for an indie or a tag team of his life, you went from Tamaloa to Jacob Fatu. It took him mere seconds when someone was like, hold on. Jacob's a part of the bloodline. He's willing to step up to be his tag team partner. And Nick Aldis took a second, was like, oh, that's much better.
But at the end of the day,
y'all were going to start the show with this gauntlet.
that shows you how
No,
bad Solo was at his job.
when it comes to Eric's question, I'm gonna say bad Nick Aldis because he came in there with an agenda. He's like, you can't compete. He because there's two things here. One, he didn't stick to his guns. He didn't stick to his guns.
He got muted.
He didn't stick to his guns, and then he got scared of Jacob Fatu, and then they just allowed him to carry on with the match.
The funny thing, it was like a good opening segment because I just started laughing because I was like, oh, wow, he's injured. And I was like, that's why he disappeared and he couldn't show up in any of the pictures last week. And I'm like, that injury is so fake. But at the end of the day, Jacob, grand finale. What did you feel about Nick Aldis?
Wait, I believe the injury's real, right?
I don't know. No one knows.
I believe the injury's real. He's wearing that eye patch in Tokyo and everything. I believe it's a real injury.
Margaret, kayfabe is still existed.
I think he's hurt. But I also would like to say at the beginning of the show when this happened, I was like, oh yeah, maybe this is the week they break out Hikuleo, since he was gonna say my other brother, and I was like, then it hit me at that very moment. It was a tape show. It would have came out.
Yeah.
It would have came
So,
out.
speaking of being
I'm
taped,
full. I got swept up into it. That was the end of SmackDown for me.
let me tell you
Nothing's
something.
happening.
I will point out that LA Knight walking to the ring was actually more entertaining than it should have been because I can't stand LA Knight. And I thought him and Santos had a really good match. La Madrina got involved. Logan Paul came down. The fact is that LA Knight got the win. I thought, my boy Santos could have just got a no finish, help him out a little bit. But I know how the blacks and the browns are treated on SmackDown. But I didn't need this match.
Can I add something?
Go ahead, Marcus.
Oh, go ahead. Go to Manny. No, go to Manny. Go to Manny. Mine is going to be a...
I know that you and LA Knight... What did you think about Santos' performance? I don't care about LA Knight. What did you thought about Santos in this situation?
Santos be Santosin, man. I need to see him more than I need to see Andrade. That's it. I just need to see him more.
That's what I was going to say.
Him more and then less Andrade. That's it.
That's what I'm just trying to say. I'm like, I understand Andrade might be better in the ring. This might be. But Santos is everything Andrade's trying to be. I'm just saying. The man comes out there with enough swagger. And he's about 5'5". He comes out there with more swagger than 90% of the roster. He walks like he's 6'8". He goes out there, has a quality match. He's decent on the microphone. I just wish he got the love Andrade got. But, Andrade has other maneuvers in his back pocket that he's hoarding in Charlotte. He's hoarding in Charlotte. So that's why he gets to do whatever he wants. It's like having a dragon. He got a dragon.
They would have been better together than being apart. I don't understand why they're not together. It's like he should have been part of the boss. That's what he should have. And La Madrina, her attire this week, I was very confused by it. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a one piece with the boots. I mean, she tried to get involved. I don't know if Logan Paul.
I don't know why on a Saturday show outfits become part of the review.
Manny, this show gave us nothing else, man. So who is the person that is going to be presenting or turning on Logan Paul in Ohio? Who's going to be the person screwing him over?
Jelly Roll.
I don't think it's Jelly Roll.
No, I there's part of me that don't feel he's losing. I'm not sold on LA Knight winning this belt. I think Logan's the better United States champion. I know Logan. He has a scandal, but who cares? Vince McMahon worked in that company for years with scandals. Okay, I'm just saying. I just don't want to take the belt off of him. I'm not ready for it to leave Logan Paul. I mean, he cut LA Knight down last week, and I thought his promo this week felt more like a champion. Just saying.
El Luchador says Andrade just has something missing, and I'm not sure how to fix that. I think it's just his English, one of those things. I mean, and I don't think it's going to get any better. He had all the time at AEW. I'm not really sure if AEW really, was like, hey, go learn. I don't know, because all I got from him at AEW was like,
how long has he been in this country now? Included his first WWE run to here? It's got to be at least 6 years. At least.
He's married to Charlotte. I'm sure she ain't speaking Spanish to him all day.
She is. That's why they hang out in Mexico most times. It's one of those things. So this week in Black Women History, we had this segment that just went extreme. We had Naomi meeting up in the back with Jade and Bianca.
I'm tired of this, I'm tired of these two cackling as they walk through halls. Yeah. I'm just tired of it.
Let them walk, man. Let them cackle. Let them walk. Okay?
So Mark,
you gonna tell them black women what to do? You gonna be back here telling them?
I'm tired of it. That's what I'm saying.
Marcus, I'm gonna talk to Manny this situation because I think Bianca and Jade don't need Naomi trying to ride their coattails. You tried to hit your ride to Bayley. Bayley became champion. She'd have put you to the wayside. You need to go deal with Blair Davenport by yourself. Because I don't need this to end up in a 6-woman tag where Blair is keeping it up with Alba Fire and the other one whose name I can't remember right now.
Isla Dawn.
There it is.
But you know what? I'm disappointed in Bayley. She has 3 black allies. And why did she pick the worst one? Me and Yim never wins. Never wins.
We're not even there yet, Marcus.
I know. But she already picked her as a tag partner. I'm just saying. I can't wait to talk about the strategy in that match with you.
Isla
As
Dawn,
we discuss.
Isla Dawn and Alpha Fire, they attacked them, and we go get them back. I don't think anyone cares about these tag titles. They say had a reference on NXT talking about, man, ain't nobody went after them tag titles. Isla Dawn and Alpha Fire ain't been down here since they had the titles, and I'm like, well, Sol Roca, I don't know if you the one to go get it.
It wasn't Sol Roca. It was Lash Legend and Jakari Jackson.
No, it was Sol Roca first talking, and then Lash
Roca
Legend
was
and
the first
Jakari
one
came.
that started it.
Yeah, and they walked in there. Marcus,
So black people want this title. What
Marcus,
you telling me is black people want this
first
title?
of all, Marcus, I know what black women take place. I remember it. I saw it all that scene. I was like, there was a lot of black women there.
And Eric, don't you be clipping the wings of Sol Roca. You let her fly. You let her soar.
She broke my brother's heart. She broke my brother's heart, and I can't forgive her for that. Shit, just can't. Well, needless to say, we're gonna get this tag match that we really don't want. I just don't know why. So,
I don't know why you can't forgive her.
let's just talk about something right now.
I feel like if I brought and randomly, I bring Sol Roca to the house for one of our family gatherings. Eric is like, fucking bitch.
Yeah, I am. I'm that person.
I can't believe he brought her over here.
That's a true friend. That's a true. Eric would be a true friend.
It would
if
be.
I hate someone, Eric would hate that person too.
Oh yeah, I'm loyalty like that. That's who I am. So can we talk about the tag team gauntlet? First and foremost,
Do we have to?
Well, we have to for me. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The problem with the whole thing coming into it, we all know it doesn't mean anything. And I want somebody to put some respect on Baron Corbin's name. He keeps being put in bad situations, and he's out there performing. I still don't know why him and Apollo Crews are teaming up with each other, but they are. And I'm just like, why?
Eric, they are the epitome of tag team wrestling is dead. That's what they look like to me.
Yeah.
Tag team wrestling is dead. And I'm talking about everywhere in all promotions. Tag team wrestling is dead. It's just a bunch of mixed match teams together and people not defending their title or defending their title.
Careful. Those two better be careful because they are jeans and a black shirt away from being the APA version 2.
Manny, that might be.
I might be down with that. I might be down with that. I would be 100%. If Apollo starts saying damn, he can't do it. No, he can't do it.
The Street Profits just ran the gauntlet. They beat everybody till they got to the Bloodline, and then they couldn't do anything with them. And I mean, it was just like, this is what we knew it was going to happen. It was nothing unpredictable. Berto and Garza, they need to go someplace. I
don't remember them in the gauntlet. In fact, I barely remember them or the Good Brothers in this gauntlet.
Oh, what about Pretty Deadly, Marcus?
I remember everything Pretty Deadly did, but I do question why WWE re-signed Humberto and the other one.
Garza.
Why did they resign him? Why did they resign him?
Why not, Manny? Because Santos needs him? I don't know. I don't know. I miss the
point,
LWO.
at this point,
What to Mendoza and Wild? What to Mendoza and Wild? Or Del Toro and Wild?
Maybe one of them is hurt. I mean,
Wild was out of control.
They don't even hang out with Ray and Selena no more.
Yeah,
the LWO is just Selena Vega.
They have both become the Gates of Agony.
No, the Gates of Agony, unfortunately, is A-Town down under because this was probably let's just make Austin Theory even lower level because he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford. Marcus, you're the resident boxing expert. What did he do wrong in his approach to this match that he had with Terrence Crawford, Marcus? Let me know.
Stepped up to him.
He did not, Marcus. His boy offered him up to him.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. He's hanging around him. He does not have to hang around. We all know Grayson ain't shit, and Grayson hasn't been shit to Austin for years. Gargano has told him this. No one's ever treated you like this. Ever. And so, he's getting treated like this. I guess we can keep moving on. The crowd enjoyed this.
Let me just tell you something right now. The moment, I don't. And this is not even Florida Eric. It's not even Bayou Eric. It's just Eric.
Yeah, watch yourself, Eric.
Watch
yourself talking about up like we want to do.
I
think it's Manny want to tell him stop cackling.
Yeah, we talked about Andrade and his English.
Stop your cackling, woman.
However, he did get some English out because apparently, Andrade is a fan of the NBA, and he told Carmelo. You're not LeBron. You're more like Bronny Jr. And I said, damn, how you gonna do that to Bronny Jr.? Why you gonna disrespect the man, knowing that Bronny's taller than Melo? Yeah, I said it.
I think I'm taller than Melo.
Let me say, I don't know who's more lost on the main roster, Andrade or Melo. I think they're both just like.
Andrade!
No, I think
Speed
Melo.
championship, Eric? No, he got that speed championship. What you get given that? You're close to being released.
Well, Ricochet was not released, man. He walked out his own accord. Okay, he walked out. I mean, Braun Breaker killed him, kayfabe, but he walked out his own accord. Enough.
Cody had his package. He said what Cody says always. I mean,
Cody was in a bar.
dude looked like he was. I mean, he was shot beautifully.
Took the week off.
So Marcus, let's talk about. No, he was in Japan wrestling. Let's talk about the.
I know where they were, Eric. They didn't care about this town. That's
So,
what the second show meant to me. They didn't care about this town.
I was on the phone with Marcus, and it's the start of the match, and we're gonna break out the strategy. But Marcus was like, "Is this the main event?" I was like, "Marcus, is based on time and placement. This is the main event." He was like, "Damn, this show is really not nothing." But Marcus, talk about the strategy of the Miss Money in the Bank and the Queen of the Ring in their approach in their match against Bailey and Michin.
Eric, I would not talk about the strategy, but I'm going to let you let the world understand how we discovered the strategy of this match, in which the princess in the bank, or whatever she's going by, Tiffy in the bank, and Nia Jax immediately jumps Michin and injure her to start the match to cripple Bailey. Now, me and Eric suggest why would you attack Michin, where if you want to win the match, you would attack Bailey in the back and leave Michin all alone to fend for herself, and you will win in 4 to 5 minutes. Then Eric gets the epiphany, like a light bulb on his head, and says, "No, Marcus, this isn't about that. This is about the future. This is about beating Bailey up for a ridiculous amount of time and setting her up to fail at SummerSlam. This ain't about no Michin. They don't care. They're about to mug Bailey." And that was the strategy of this match. And apparently, it almost worked.
Manny, can I ask a question? Do you need Bailey to lose the title? Does Nia Jax need to be the champion?
I mean, it doesn't matter who's the champion at this point. That belt has lost some severe prestige. Not that it had much with EO either, but still.
I'm gonna say I agree with you, but you know who that belt needs, man. We all know what that belt needs. It does need Nia to win it, and it needs Tiffy to also cash in. They are the division. They are the division. Nia's in rare form. This is Nia in her prime.
I think the belt needs to have a little bit of evilness behind it, and I think Nia Jax is the person who can do it, because unfortunately the title on Raw is not about violence. It's just about being thotty, man. It's just about out there telling people what they like and what they want. That's what Liv is doing. Liv is selling sex, and people are letting that shit slide.
Excuse me.
Rhea wasn't selling it for months.
Yeah. Excuse me. Rhea was folding people up every week. Putting people in awkward positions.
But she wasn't out there turning around telling with boys like with Dom.
She's out there licking people.
Yes, clearly Raw is getting prepared for Netflix. I don't know what they gonna do.
And I also want to say, how dare you talk about Liv Morgan and talk about a thotty champion? She is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion at this current moment. She is the main character of Monday Night Raw, unless you dare say it's Priest. You would never. How dare you even think about how it could be Priest? That is Liv Morgan's show and the Judgment Day. It should be called Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day. Yeah.
And
it's all that. How did Raw end? Liv Morgan crying in a corridor. That's how Raw ended. Never had that in a million years. Dramatic it didn't end with no Priest.
That isn't even how Raw ended, but that's when it ended for me.
It didn't?
SmackDown ended with
Didn't it end with him saying, "I hate you, Liv"?
No, that was like the middle segment.
How did Raw end it?
Finn and
Oh yes.
Jey Uso and stuff. Don't care about it.
You see how you build it off? You see how the show ended when Liv turned around, showed her ass cheeks, then got cussed out in Spanish, cried in the corridor, and Rhea Ripley licked Dominic Mysterio. That's how Raw ended for me. You tell me there was more show after that?
3 matches happened after that. 3 matches happened after that. Going by the notes.
Solo say he's gonna meet Cody in the ring next week. And that's how it ended. And I'm like, all right, great.
I didn't like that
Yes.
shot. I did not like that shot at all because you couldn't see Jacob Fatu. You just saw his hands like this, holding the beat, holding the Ulafala. That was it. I didn't like that shot at all. And it's smoky. Where'd all that smoke come from?
Well, Solo also said
Law.
Solo also threatened Roman Reigns. I believe he threatened his life.
He did.
Threatened his life.
He sprinkled some seeds.
That man ain't even lying that he talking to Roman no more. He's just talking crazy.
I did enjoy the 6-man tag on NXT. I thought that was a fun match.
Is that the only thing you enjoyed on NXT?
I did, well, for all the wrong reasons. I did like the random 3 black people in the ring talking about stuff. No,
Look for the catch crew.
no, I don't.
Why you hating?
Vince Sinclair is an ally, Eric.
She's part of the Untitled Man Marcus, bro.
Marcus, I just want to point out, I'm having a hard time establishing the North Quarter Quetch group for the simple reason I'm still upset with myself, Marcus, at not realizing that was not Damon Kim. That was standing outside the ring. I still like literally. They recasted him without me knowing it, and it bothers me.
Friend of the show, Ren Sinclair.
Liked our reels, Eric. Liked our reels.
Comment on our reels, Eric.
Yeah. Manny and Ren Sinclair have a dialogue together.
I'm proud of you guys. I mean, that's great for the Untitled Manny Market show. No one likes this show. Stop doing that.
With no quarter catch crew, join us.
No.
Go and single leg somebody outside, Eric. Right now. Go and give somebody a single leg takedown. Join us.
Mark, you know that get me shot in the head, and then I become a news story.
You know what I left out of the, reel? Actually, when I was trying to take down that guy at work, he actually just lifted me up, and he could have just drove me down straight on my head on the ground.
That's why you leave shit like that out, Manny.
That's why I left that
single leg. Yeah.
I ain't gonna look like a fool in front of Ren Sinclair.
I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. We should be very proud of ourselves. We took shit and we made a great 5-course meal. This show was actually very entertaining considering we started talking about Anthony Ramos and Zoe Stark.
Well, everything's great with Anthony Ramos.
I think we did a really good job. Manny, overall, I know because you were the only one who saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Would you recommend our listeners go and see it?
Yeah, 100%. It is a thrill ride, and you will enjoy it.
Man, I didn't think you would be a man of generic reviews. I didn't know we were going to get a blurb. Manny, do you have a blurb?
I'm going to hit you with a spoiler. The beginning, the opening sequence, NSYNC, bye. That's all I need to tell you. Go watch it.
You know, you got to go wrangle some tornadoes. You know, it's great. Tornado Wrangler.
Ooh. I don't even know where that came from, but you know what, J.K. Swift, you deserve a timeout. How dare you?
Disrespect Smush Parker like that.
Oh! Thought I was going the other way with that.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or are we done with the show? I think we're done.
Bryan Danielson's going to show up at SummerSlam, y'all.
Yay! Betty,
what a stab in the back.
Betty, I can't remember what I said about it in the pre-show. What did I say that was going to
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
No, I can't remember what it was.
I remember. Eric said, and he was going to ask you, is Bryan Danielson at this moment in time a nostalgia act?
Yes, that's what it was. Like, if he went back to WWE, wouldn't he just be a nostalgia
Yeah, and I
act?
said he's going to upset you. I was like, you're going to upset him when you say that. You know, because we all know, for the last 20 years, Marcus the Grand Finale has been swinging off this man's dick.
Wow.
Swinging. I'm watching off of that tree. I'm like George in the jungle. That's how far I'm swinging.
I thought because he saw Sol Roca in his life that he was able to break that habit. But I do feel like
I would kick Sol Roca out my house if I had to watch a Bryan Danielson match. Get the hell out of here.
I just feel like the thing is that
Bryan Danielson's on TV. I gotta get him underwear in my yes shirt.
I'm a furry kick fans.
Yeah. Shit.
Staring his underpants on just watching TV. Yes.
Final countdown playing in the background. Leave me alone. I have till 5. Leave me alone. But he's not a star. He's still one of the top 5 best wrestlers in the world.
See,
Get that man
right
something to
there,
do.
me saying you've been swinging off Danielson's dick for 20 years is far worse than me saying, eat your chocolate, baby. Eat your chocolate.
You don't know because Manny, that's disgusting.
I will point out, I think Betty is right. Mark, he just accused you of swinging off a man's dick. And you took it with stride.
We've all swung off a man's dick at one point in our life.
I have not.
You've never swung on a man's dick?
No.
I'm
You
going to
have.
find facts.
You have.
And we all swung on a man's dick at one point.
I have
Just
not.
do it. You did it.
No.
Let's bring up
did
his
it.
top 5 because there's someone in that top 5 that he used to swing off that dick.
I'm sure some photographer Eric is taking pictures as he's swinging on his dick. Look like Spider-Man swinging on those buildings off that dick.
No.
Taking photos.
No. But I mean, the fact that you was gonna kick Soul Roca out your house because of Daniel Brian Danielson match, yo. So get out of my house.
Get out of my house. This is Brian Danielson.
Yes, J.K. Smush. Yes, he
Oh,
was.
yes. Yes, you were.
Yes, he was.
You were swinging on
Marcus
that
showing
dick.
Soul Roca
Oh.
the door. That's
Oh,
Marcus.
look at me. I'm a fit.
That's Marcus telling Soul Roca to get out.
Yeah, I'm fitting that picture.
Get out my house, bitch. I
I'll
want
be
to
spending
Daniel.
the MCU.
I'm not sure about the shoes, but everything else is working in that picture for you.
What's wrong with the shoes? Those are Kawhi Leonard's New Balances. How dare you?
Those are Kawhi, so sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't.
You got to cover up the tongue, Marcus. Tongue too
Oh,
big.
you got to I'm coordinated right there, man. The white watch. Oh, yep.
Wow.
That was back when I was in shape, but now I'm in the expanded MCU right now.
Let me tell you something right now. That's not often Marcus gives a positive reaction to one of his pictures.
That's the only picture you showed me that I actually look like a decent human being.
No.
Everything else, I'm wet, and I'm sideline. I'm swinging from shit.
There was that picture you put up of him when he was in Vegas when he was wearing that black and gold thing, where he looked decent in it. I got Marcus's back.
Well, one time. I do have an image of we don't have enough time for that.
Why don't we have
We
enough
got plenty of
time?
Huh? No, we don't. Unless
always
you guys can stall for conversation or something.
Yeah, we can.
What happened?
Eric, how's college football 25?
Right now, I've completed
ain't
my
playing
first
it.
season. I completed my first season.
They simulate games.
We went 9-3.
Still recruiting them little boys.
I had a pretty good recruiting class. I'm actually really excited about what next year is gonna have for me. Going in, I might have to fire my coach, one of my assistant coaches, to try to do my prestige. But overall, I'm having a great time. I know people are complaining about some things in the game, talking about how like people are not changing the right way or something like that. But overall, I really enjoy this. I mean, just like right there.
Oh, that's me as a wrestler. Jeez, leave me out. I don't even like this one. Get out of here. That's me. I'm gonna catch you.
No, I'm talking about this one.
I know.
Like a wrecking ball.
That's how Swing Amazing did. Well, you're supposed to put it on the screen. You're not supposed to show it on your screen.
Wow, we're gonna do that, Marcus. That's not the way I would do to Marcus. That was his first time at Disneyland, though.
Yeah, but that's me swinging on the dick of Brian Danielson.
No, Mark, because you know what I can do. And you know what, JK? Fuck you for bringing up Matt Hardy. I'm not gonna let that slide. That's ridiculous. I had trauma in my life. I had trauma, and that was a mistake on my part. Mistake.
Let me tell you this: the 2-minute warning is the stupidest rule of all time. Warning: like people are not keeping track of this time. Oh no, we only have 2 minutes left, guys.
Yeah,
It's
it's
an
like
extra timeout.
There is some coach that's like, why is like if you're not keeping track, of
You lose.
you should be
Be like,
fired. Like if you
my
can't
God.
figure out.
We need to do our 2-minute offense.
So this is one of my favorite pictures of Marcus to say this moment was brought to you by Marcus.
Nah,
You know.
yeah, that's not swinging from a
I
dick.
feel like you saw something dirty right there.
Yeah, like, hey!
I look like Fat Jonathan Majors. Very Fat Jonathan Majors right there.
That looks like he wrote a book, and that's the picture
honestly,
at the back of the book.
You know I would.
Marcus, you know you don't own the best picture of Swingy. You know who got the best picture? That's Ryan when he with the oranges on Stanbridge.
You talking? That's right with oranges and cinnamon.
Tell her right there. Yeah, cinnamon and oranges. I'll take you, girl. With cinnamon and oranges.
Manny doesn't watch the Dragons.
I know. That's okay. Because he's not American, so he's not caught up in English accents like we are.
That's all it is.
Yeah, he's like stupid Americans falling for these stupid accents again.
All I gotta say is this, Eric. Serve. Serve. C-Smoke, serve. C-Smoke, serve.
The fact that we watched that twice is hilarious.
Yeah, also, Eric, what Olympic sport are you attending when it comes to...
J.K. Smush.
Depending on the woman.
So Roka, he's still there.
Nah, it's Dirty Bathwater now that Tyler Bates been there. That little man. In his underwear and skippies.
He can lift
Trent
you
Savage friend.
Trent Seven fan.
But yeah, that concludes the show. Eric, what Olympic sport are you attending? Because
the one I'm
going to attend some archeries.
Can't get the archery. It's too hard.
Archery ain't going to be too hard.
I'm watching horses.
I'm going to be yelling Robert Hood Man in tight quotes at archery. I'm going to get kicked out. He split his arrow in spines. Just nonsense.
Hey, I'm going
to get kicked out of every Olympic event when it comes to Los Angeles.
I'm going to show up at archery like, would you like to go get some cinnamon and oranges? Just offer it up to people.
Yeah.
I would only turn up to archery if Damian Priest was there.
And coming up, man, he doesn't even bring a bow and arrow. He just goes like this. Leaves with 20 women.
So apparently, flag football is an Olympic sport.
This year, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know why though.
Squash.
Puzzled.
Squash.
I don't know why flag football needs to be. America wins enough gold medals as it is.
We're gonna win that one. I don't even know if we can win that one. We may not even win basketball this year.
Marcus, I realize I'm going to attend breaking. I didn't forget there is a
the breakdancing competition. No, that's gonna be packed. You know that's gonna be packed.
Wow, you're telling your that song.
Yeah, I don't know why that's the song that popped up for breakdancing. It should be.
Anyway, we went 7 minutes long. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And remember, if you want to go see Zoe Stark in the big screen, go and watch Twister. But you probably should go watch Deadpool and
Eric,
Wolverine.
I wanted to go watch that. Next week, but now I can't watch that because you've ruined it.
Why? Manny,
because I'm gonna see Zoe Stark.
Manny, in the first scene, the very first 5 minutes of the movie, when they're waking up Anthony Ramos, it's like, oh yeah, that's Zoe Stark.
I can't find that image anywhere on our thing. I was just gonna put it up to hit the show.
I deleted it because I knew.
Why?
I knew he was gonna use it for evil.
You're the one that brought up for evil in the pre-show.
Yeah, it's not you.
You guys, baby, I was having pre-show banter, and you guys says, you know what? We got to talk about
the meanest thing you've ever said, but we agree with you and laughed. Especially when you put the picture up of him in a blouse.
Anyway.
That V-neck.
On that note, I'm Eric.
Lord Tanny Manny. The ambiguous one. All
The
gravy.
ambiguous one. And I'm a viewer of the Olympics, Marcus the Grand Finale. Olympian viewer, Marcus the Grand Finale. It sounds like I'm a part of it.
Just as long as you watch it the way
you're an Olympic viewer. Yes.
As long as you watch it the way that Jacob does when he's looking at Solo. Put the hands together. Until next week, stay sharp. Oh, actually, I won't be here. Watch alone next week. SummerSlam. The guys will have a great time. Well, I don't know about Mark. Marcus will find out. It's like he's gonna be looking at Solo. He's looking at SummerSlam like Solo is. Man, no, I've had that look before. That's the look. That's the look that plate about to get fucked up. That's that plate look good.
You look at food like that, Eric. You need to go get help. You need to go get help. Yes. Boom. No quarters. No quarters. Put her in the group. Put her in the group, Wonka.
Stay sharp, guys. We out.